Adults with sleep apnea are probably familiar with a machine called C-PAP. But did you know a version of that machine is being used on premature babies in Community Regional's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit? MedWatch Today's Julie Musgrave shows us how it works.
Born at just 23 weeks and 1 day, weighing barely more than a pound, baby Maria struggled to breathe.
It's something that you would never imagine seeing your own baby go through it, and it's hard.
Her lungs just hadn't had time to develop, so Maria needed help. Typically, hospitals use ventilators, but they can cause lung damage and increased risk of chronic lung disease that lasts throughout their life with prolonged use on such tiny patients.
She was only on the vent for less than 4 hours when we first took her off and put her on bubble C-PAP.
A bubble C-PAP is a respiratory care machine that uses water to create pressure and help lungs gently open and stay open.
They're managing how deep they breathe, how often they breathe, and the body is actually smarter than a machine on breathing, and so the body does a lot smarter job at doing that. So if we can just offer that little bit of pressure they need to keep those tiny lungs open, they're going to develop without problems.
However, it is a lot more work. Community Regional standard of practice requires a change of pressure points every 3 hours. That is not the norm, but something Perry says is what sets this NICU apart. There's also a large staff, 42 respiratory therapists, in fact, that are specially trained for the NICU.
Our staff here, they see the outcomes. They see baby like baby Maria, and so they bought in. They know that the work is worthwhile, and so they do everything possible to deliver the best care.
Seeing her, how small she was, and then little by little she was just growing and growing.
Maria is just one micro-preemie that a bubble CPAP has worked wonders for. She remained on it for 6 weeks straight and has no trauma to her lungs or delicate skin, thanks to the respiratory team alternating between the CPAP mask and nasal prongs every 3 hours.
She crawls everywhere. She likes to get into everything. She's doing so good.
Maria turns 2 in August. No lung problems. Her mom still in awe of how far she's come.
These babies are such strong fighters.
They are. Beautiful girl.